Assalamu alaikum students. I have come up with another source-based question, 3 marks text source from the past paper of Pakistan Series 2051 2059/1. In this source, you will see that the question is given at the top and the answer is also given, and the examiner has awarded the child 3 out of 3. Let's see how was he able to secure this much marks. First of all, we are going to read the question. According to source A, what reasons are suggested for the British victory at the Battle of Plassey in 1757? Now, the source is given below the question, and you can read the source carefully. Let's read it up together. Nawaz Siraj-ud-Dowla opposed the growing British power in Bengal in 1757. Robert Clive, commander of the British East India Company's troops that had just retaken Calcutta from the Nawab, began to re-establish control of Bengal. You see, in these first two statements, there is no answer because it's just a beginning statement that shows what was happening that paved way for the British victory. Okay, now come to the next point. Clive was heavily outnumbered by the Nawab's forces but persuaded Mir Jafar, the Nawab's commander, to switch sides and not fight when the two armies met. You see, here you will find the answer. It's shown that what was the reason given for the British victory? That Clive was heavily outnumbered. Though Clive was heavily outnumbered, we can highlight this. Though it was outnumbered heavily by the Nawab's forces, but how did it succeed? It had persuaded Mir Jafar, the Nawab's commander, to switch sides and fight when the two armies not fight when the two armies met. This is one of the suggestions given by Clive to the traitor, that was Mir Jafar. He had used this strategy to persuade Mir Jafar to switch side, come to his side, and then not fight when the two armies met. Means the British will attack first. Okay, this is one of the reasons. Now come to the next point. The Nawab opened the battle with heavy gunfire, which went on until it started to rain heavily. Now, this is another strategy used by the British, that they did not open the fire because it had started to rain. Because once the rain starts and you fire, it would not work. So this is one of the reasons that they could not win. Fine. This is another reason. British emerged victorious. Let's highlight this. Nawab opened the battle with heavy gunfire, which went on until it started to rain heavily, and Clive troops covered their cannon and muskets to protect them from the rains, while the Nawab's troop did not. You see, the Nawab troops were continuously firing, but this Clive's troop did not open fire when it rained, and when the rain stopped, then they started to fire. So the Nawab's troop kept on fire and they did not cover their cannons, and this is the reason that they could not win. Okay, when the rain cleared, sorry, this let me erase this as it is. Let me write down the third, pick the third point, and then we'll come to the answer. Now let's come to the third one. When the rain cleared, the third one. Okay, when the rain cleared, Clive attacked and the Nawab troops retreated, and this gave way for the 22 soldiers of Clive killed, and 500 of Nawab soldiers were killed. You see, this is the third reason because of which the British emerged victorious. When the rain cleared, then Clive attacked, and the Nawab's troops had to retreat because they were on the losing side, and only 22 soldiers of Clive were killed, while the 500 of Nawab soldiers were killed. So you see, this is the third point, and this is the first point. This is the first point from here, and it is about the persuasion. And then the third point, then the second point is Clive's troop covered their cannon while the Nawabs did not. And the third one is when the rain cleared, Clive attacked. You can also include this point and this one, but this will make your answer larger one, but you can still take this point. So include it in the second one. So these are the points which we have selected. Now come to the answer. This answer particularly, which is given by the student who was able to secure 3 out of 3. Now he has used some of his own words, but you can use the same points as well from the text. But it's up to you. But it will, if you use the same text, you will still be able to get 3 out of 3. But let's see what the student has answered. Mir Jafar, the Nawab's commander, betrayed the Nawab. This is the point. Betrayed the Nawab and his sides, and so made it easy for the British to defeat Nawab's forces. It started to rain heavily, and so Clive's troops covered their cannons and muskets to protect them from the rain. But the Nawab's troops did not, and so when the rain cleared, Clive attacked. Fine. Second point. Now the third one. The Nawab's troops retreated. 22 soldiers of Nawab of 5 were killed. However, 500 soldiers of Nawab were killed, which shows that they were outnumbered and defeated. So these are the 3 points picked by the student, and this is why he was able to secure 3 out of 3. Fine. This is how we are going to answer. Now come to this marking scheme which we have made for you to further clarify your point. This is written in our own words, but as I told you before, that you can also pick the points from the text given, like this one, and you can add some of your own, and totally on your own, but it should be relevant to the text. Like Clive persuaded Mir Jafar to suicide. Nawab's opening gunfire was ineffective. The Nawab did not cover the cannon and musket when it rained. English soldiers knew how to prepare battle in the rain better. Nawab's muskets were useless due to the wet powder mix. Mir Jafar, men unwilling to fight against the British, Jafar turned traitor, being corrupted by the British Nawab, and Nawab had 5 casualties. And Clive's 22, it was raining, Nawab's troop retreated. Here in this marking key, the words are your own, but they are obviously the same. This one and this one are almost the same, but here some new points are added, but it's up to you whether to pick points like this, or whether to add some of your own point, or whether to write in your own words. But keep this in mind, that the answer should be from the text and not any other thing which is not here in the text again. Okay, student, I hope you have understood, and if there is still unclarity regarding this question, this type of question, you are free to ask in your comments. You can write down your suggestion in the comment box, and please do let me know so that I am able to come up with more clear answers. And bye for now. Jazakallah.